I'm here. I'm present. And my focus is nowhere but here with you. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, my name is King, and I want to give a quick word to my fellas today. The topic is, it is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. I wanted to give a word to my brothers, kings. Where do I start? King, you are powerful. King, you're powerful beyond measure. King, you if you understood yourself and your ancestors and where your lineage came from, I wouldn't have to tell you what's important. You would already know, right? And it's not your fault that you don't know, because you were just never taught. You didn't have people around you that were going to teach you about your proper lineage. You weren't being taught the correct lineage, the correct history in school. You were being told that you're hyperactive and you have ADHD, right? And then you were pumped with medicines that, probably kept you from actually figuring out how to be a functional person, right? How to understand yourself and understand how you learn. It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. It's not your fault that you were never taught how to be a man. It's not your fault, King, that you were never taught how to channel your aggression properly. You were never taught how to be aggressive. You were never taught how to assert your masculine energy. You were taught to hold your emotions in. You were also taught that sugar and spice and all is nice, and the world is just this comforting rainbow of cotton candy and funnel cake and powdered sugar. And they didn't tell you that there's a lot of the world that hates you. There's a lot of caveats about life that are going to punch you in the mouth. And if you don't know how to get up, if you don't know how to get punched in the face and get up, you're going to have a very tough time in this world. And like I say, it is not your fault that you do not know, but it's your responsibility once you do know to make the change. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of us out here not on our purpose. That's one. There's a lot of us out here settling for the income that we currently have. That's two. There's a lot of us settling for mediocre and subpar hygiene for ourselves. That's number three. There's a lot of us kings, right? Lacking in confidence. We don't believe in ourselves. So what I want you guys to do is I want y'all to understand that we need to get back onto our purpose. We need to understand who we are. It all goes back to understanding self. And if you don't know self, it goes to you sitting down and having a conversation and learning about yourself. Maybe for some of you, it's relearning about yourself, rewiring yourself. A lot of bad habits, huh? I know. I was there. I'm still learning from them. You notice I say king after everything I say, right? Don't let that go over your heads. But again, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It's not your fault that you were never taught how to properly treat a woman. And it's also not your fault that you are seeking the knowledge, but you're seeking the knowledge in a microwavable form to where you're taking every single bit of knowledge, but you're not using your discernment to shed light on the info that actually matters to you. Right? We take in all this information and We don't use our discernment because, again, we probably were never taught about discernment. We were never taught about making decisions. We were never taught. It's not your fault that you were never taught, but it's your responsibility to teach yourself. And it goes back to my older videos of you have to rise above your current situation. I know that nobody ever taught you how to be a man, but you are a man. You're a grown man. So you need to learn. And that goes back to the 5 pillars. Are you on your purpose? Are you upping your income? Are you working on your personal hygiene? Are you maintaining that confidence about yourself? Are you exuberating that? Do people feel that energy when you walk in the room? Right? And are you giving your gift to the world? And if you have a partner, giving your gift to the partner? Are you giving your gift to the world? Is the world able to benefit off of your gift? Right? So before I get out of here, I just want to reiterate that, Kings, you are powerful beyond measure. And it starts with little things like making your bed every day and getting a little whiteboard or getting a little sheet of paper and writing the date every single day before you leave the house. Maybe before you brush your teeth and you wash your face. Start to build the discipline little by little. Start to make decisions quicker. And once you make a decision, stick by it. Learn discernment. Learn how to pick between things that may be the right decision and may not be. Learn how to make the wrong decision and stand on it purposely. Build confidence within yourself. You do that by doing things that you like to do. Right? And when you get around people that like to do the things that you like to do, you're naturally more confident because you know what you're talking about. You can engage in conversation more. You have more to contribute. So fellas, kings, it is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It's not your fault that you weren't taught any of this. It's not your fault if you weren't. It's not your fault if you were led down a path of destruction. But it is your responsibility now as a grown-ass man to get yourself off your butt and to figure out your next move and to figure out what your vision looks like and to figure out how you want to change your last name so that no one after your generation will suffer like you did. My name is King. This is KingSpeakz, where I get on the mic and I speak candidly and honestly. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm looking for feedback. I'm looking for my listeners to keep on listening and to keep on supporting. I appreciate you. High vibrations to all.